The purpose of this documentary are eminently educational and cultural. The Dominican Republic is a nation on the island of Hispaniola, part of the Greater Antilles archipelago in the Caribbean region. The western third of the island is occupied by the nation of Haiti, one of two Caribbean islands. Both by area and population, the Dominican Republic is the second largest Caribbean nation, after Cuba, and with an estimate of 10 million people. The Dominican Republic is the most visited destination in the Caribbean. We're rich in all respects. Just see all we got. Beaches, mountains, rivers, lakes, fruits, vegetables, all types of plants, all types of animals, agriculture, music, dances, good food, crafts, the best baseball players in the world, nice people here and there, and handsome men and beautiful women. But we're comparing us with Switzerland and Japan, because they don't have neither mountains, neither rivers, neither lakes, neither fruits, neither vegetables, neither all types of plants, neither all types of animals, neither crafts, nor the best players in the world. Hardly they got beaches, and the only they got is agriculture, but not that much. But they're rich, even so they have all this. So, why the Dominican Republic is poor? Let's see.
There are many reasons. To name a few will be lack of education, because without education, especially the younger ones, who are the future, have the role to change society, can progress because it's essential in the information of every human being. Employment. This is given by the great difficulty of getting jobs to make a living and moving on, and the large number of illiterate people who find it impossible to get a decent job.
But the most important factor that contributes to the poverty in the Dominican Republic is corruption, which is the misuse or abuse of public power for private and personal gain. Why do we say that poverty in the Dominican Republic is mainly because of corruption? In the case of our country, there are various reasons as lack of education and values inequality among others, and with that generate poverty as the reason hold us back as a country in not developing ourselves as a state.
As every problem, as consequence, poverty brings theirs as poor quality of life, migration, family disintegration. It contributes to crime increase, child labor leading to illiteracy, poor nutrition.
Let's show you an example of corruption. Here is John, the President of the Dominican Republic. He has full control of the money in the country, and he's a corrupt president. As he have the people's money, he's buying a luxury home with pool, an expensive Ferrari, and the last cell phone that has come out. While there are poor people, while there are children starving in the streets, while the government isn't investing heavily in education, and while there's a lot of delinquency in his country. That's what is happening in our country, but not only here, but across the world. Possible solutions. As we said before, poverty brings illiteracy, child laboring. Therefore, we propose to follow the examples of Switzerland and Japan, who are role models. In the case of Switzerland, each province has its own director in charge of education, because there is no government ministry, and in Japan education is mandatory. Regarding to corruption, the main factor of poverty in the Dominican Republic, we can say that in Switzerland and Japan, corruption levels are incredibly low compared to our country, as both countries implement laws fulfillment.
As corruption is the global problem most talked, we as students propose to solve this problem, attacking consistently noted the factors that strengthen poverty and inequality, create a positive environment in the country, establish measures that take into account the development of children and youth, strengthen the political system of the Dominican state in order to prevent abuse of corruption by the government.
In few words, the Dominican Republic is poor because failure to respect the laws, lack of investment by the state for the development of our country, the high level of corruption.
In conclusion, the Dominican Republic isn't poor, it's that we need organization and discipline, like Switzerland and Japan, who got it. That's why they're rich, because a country with development is a country with a future. The Dominican Republic every day is richer. So, why the Dominican Republic is poor?
Silence! But the most important factor that contributes to poverty in the Dominican Republic. Gracias, Mariam.
Probar ahora. Cállate.
Especially the younger ones, who are the future, have the role to change society, can progress because it's essential to the
Mi nombre es Kiara. Rima con cuchara. Estoy con Mineida y con Charen. Why the Dominican Republic is poor?
No quiero.
Sí, Charen. Contributes to poverty in Dominican Republic is corruption, which corruption, which es que sin agua yo no funciono.
Mal.
Pero
As corruption is a global problem most talked, we as students propose to solve this problem. Hola Kiara, ¿cómo te estás? ¿Ves que me oigo mal? Dale pausa para que tú veas.
Girls night out.
As
Yo pensé que tenía que empezar.
Republic is mainly because of corruption. In this case, es que me equivoqué, que yo no sabía dónde yo iba.
Why the Dominican Republic is
In few words, The Dominican
B. Employment. This is the given by the great difficulty of getting job.